Zsketch is yet another way to flesh out new shapes that can then be converted to poly meshes. Of all the methods mentioned so far, it may be the most appealing technique for traditional artists because of its free-form nature. By this, I mean the ability to simply draw shapes directly into 3D space. Zsketch is a way of quickly drawing 3D volumes out in strokes. It works on top of existing Z-spheres. Let's start with how to create them on the Z-sphere. So if I go over to my tool palette, I'm just going to click on a Z-sphere and click and drag that out into the canvas. We'll also go into edit mode and turn off Lightbox because it's just in the way. To start with Zsketch, we just want to go down to the Zsketch subpalette. So down here it opens up and there's several different options, but the only one you really need to be worried about is Edit Sketch, and this just turns on Z-sketching mode. So you can see that the Z-sphere has changed color. It's one solid color now, and also our brush palette up here has changed, so it's no longer the traditional sculpting brushes. It is now a Z-sketch brush. So the way this works is just by simply clicking and dragging and creating strokes on this Z-sphere. And what it does is it creates a chain of Z-spheres in 3D space. And you can just move this around any direction you want and click and drag and create new objects. And you can also change the size of your brush and create smaller, finer details. So you can make some kind of weird like creature or worm or something. If you hold down Alt while you stroke, you can delete these Z-sketches as well. If you hold down Shift as you stroke, it'll kind of smooth them out and combine them together in a little bit more of a smooth shape. As you work on your Z-sketch, you can get a preview of what it's going to look like when it's converted to a poly mesh. Press the A key on the keyboard to see what that preview looks like. And then hit A again to go back to Z-sketching. So when you're happy with the shape you've created, we can convert it permanently into a polygon object. So the way we do that is we're going to open up the Unified Skin subpalette here and just hit Make Unified Skin. Doesn't look like anything's happened, but up here in the toolbox, there's a new tool that's been created called Skin Z-Sphere 1. And so this is just the model that we were working on, but in polygon form. So you could sculpt on this and work on it just like any other polygon mesh. Z-sketching is another option when you want to create new shapes and forms. It offers a loose way to flesh out shapes, but at the expense of any kind of detailed accuracy. It's also really useful to have a pressure-sensitive tablet while you're working, because then you can get a more artistic result with the levels of pressure sensitivity.